Hey everyone, now that this Rifling SWIN Alien Blaster is sealing better and I have composed myself a little bit more from when I received it, time for the review. I'm your host Dave, welcome to Tag. Little disclaimer here, this is a toy, a very expensive one, but a toy. This is basically a Nerf blaster, a pro Nerf blaster within the range of the normal FPS. This is nothing like a replica. This is an original blaster by SWIN. It remains a toy, a sporting equipment. This is not a weapon. Rifling SWIN in their history basically make the pinnacle of what money can buy, blaster-wise. And this Rifling SWIN Alien is no different. Well, this level of craftsmanship and overall feeling on the blaster have a price tag. This is an all CNC metal blaster that retails for around 500 USD shipped. Yes, $500 for a blaster of that size. But having it in my hand now and knowing what I know, I can justify the price of this blaster. This spring-powered, full-prime, magazine-fed blaster. To operate this Rifling SWIN, it's basic, simple, old school. You pull the prime, you remove your magazine, which is complete metal except for the follower. This is a CNC magazine, which is, oh my god, so smooth. You take your loaded magazine. Note, the blaster only comes with the included magazine. You insert it in, you push the pusher in, and you fire. This thing is a breeze to operate. And it comes with this nice 12 bearing SCAR barrel on it, a B-car barrel, which is very efficient. Apart from the fact that the blaster only comes with one magazine, it also comes with this little coin here, which on the other side got the Alien Blaster on it, almost like a certificate of authenticity. I really like this thing. It's a very nice little touch. I wonder if all SWIN Blaster come with those, or if those things have any value, because this is quite heavy metal. This blaster shines in a lot of ways. I mean, this thing have no bells, no whistle. There is nothing like a slide lock, almost no moving part into this thing. I mean, the whole hopper body, the whole hopper receiver is one solid thick aluminum piece. Same goes for the lower receiver. The lower receiver slash frame is one thick piece of aluminum. What you have is one blaster that you insert all the internals in together, because yes, this body is the plunger tube at the same time. And this stroke is not really that long, meaning we don't have that much air going out of this blaster. So it's not going to be a 200 FPS powerhouse. This is more going to be into the range of 140, 150 FPS as declared by the manufacturer. And the seal is a lot better than when I received it. When I received it, it was barely sealing, and it was fetching 130-ish FPS, a little lower than I was expecting, but it was still working. Since then, I put a little bit of silicone oil into those two parts so they go down on my O-ring. I lubed the O-ring on the dart gate itself, because yes, the O-ring on this thing is not on the pusher, it's on the dart gate. But this whole blaster, the way they designed it, the way they made their choice on it, I mean, there is no nonsense. Everything has a function. This thing is pure simplicity. Almost no moving part, but everything has a reason. There is a front sight, but there is no rear sight. But into that rail, you got a groove that you can use for aiming, and when you move it, you have an indication of if you are sideways, your elevation. This thing is awesome. The pull prime, very simple. It's a very well machined piece, very comfortable, and it directly pulls the plunger rod. It's a masterpiece. I mean, down to the smallest detail, they went with two wooden panels. Instead of designing a complicated grip, they went with a very square frame, and to give that groove to the grip, they installed wood panel. But those wooden panels are full of little detail and the new Rifling SWIN logo. Down to the trigger inside. It's only one big thick piece of metal that moves back and forth to engage the catch. This thing is built like a tank. And then, as I mentioned, there is the efficiency, because yes, this thing will never be a big, huge powerhouse, but the small size of this plunger tube, because this blaster got a very, very narrow profile. This thing is superb. If I have to compare it with something well known, let's compare it with the Dart Zone Pro MK2, which is the closest thing I have to the way this thing functions, and there's no comparison there. It's almost half the size. But that size difference is due to the material. The fact that this thing is metal, this is way more solid, way more rigid, and way more durable. Giving it this metal body prevent any flex, therefore your blaster will stay in shape. This goes into efficiency and durability. Everything works, everything is there for a reason. I mean, yes, they didn't go with the slim pusher on this thing, but the fact that they leave it there so your mag don't drop if you hit the mag release is a good thing, and I'm going to explain you why. If I'm right-handed, it doesn't matter, I won't hit it, but if I change my hand, this is near my finger, and you see the mag, you want to go down. But this thing got so tight tolerance that it stays level, meaning you will not just drop your mag like it would happen with my Viper or with my Fire Rat. If I change my hand, the mag will just fall down. So that choice in the conception is very efficient. It will prevent a problem. Then let's talk about the design. I know I receive a lot of message. I even got the picture of this blaster banned from a lot of sites and a lot of social media. I got kind of a problem like trying to share just the picture of this blaster. That's the reason for the thumbnail. Look wise, design wise, I just can't take my eyes off of it. This thing is beautiful. This is elegant. It's not crude and super detailed with sci-fi, almost vulgar blaster, or just a little too much, too eccentric. This thing is simple, fluid. The way it works is magnificent. I mean, this thing is smooth. I mean, you can't get any better than this. As I said earlier, Rifling SWIN made the pinnacle of blaster, and this one is really no exception. And it comes with the new SWIN B-car, and that thing is really cool. It fits really nice on it with their new double O-ring system inside. It fits the dimension of the blaster very nicely, following the line of it. It fits very well on other blaster, and it doesn't steal more than 5-10 FPS of your shot. I really want to order myself a gray one to go with my Seagull or my Harrier. This one got a killer look. Let's go back to this SWIN Alien. I'm gonna go a little more in detail with the elephant in the room, which is the price. I went a little bit about it. It's a $500 blaster. But you have to understand one thing. When they're doing injection molding blaster, there's a guy, a machinist, which make one mold in machining. And then the guy have to move the part, program the machine, and put some man hour into it. But he's making a mold, which after that they're going to print 100,000 tens of thousands of one blaster. With a blaster like SWIN, every part, every metal part on this blaster, even the wood panel, will need man-hour. Will need a person to move the part, to install a part of metal somewhere, program a machine, clean the part before sending it to anodize to give it its color. And judging by the limitation of some of the different color in the SWIN Alien lineup, or the SWIN lineup per se, there is surely more than one, or maybe just one individual responsible for it, because they make very, very small batch of blaster, and that costs money. I mean, metal machining costs a lot more money than injection molding, but it's gonna last a lot longer and gonna be more reliable. All the stress from receiving hit from a powerful spring on a plastic blaster will slowly micro crack it, wear it out, break it. With metal, it might happen if you go too crazy on your spring, but normally using a blaster as designed, with the internal, not moving it, just maintaining it properly, cleaning it, it will last you a lifetime. Even more true with this thing. I am pretty sure I'm gonna have this thing for years. This is way more than a trophy. I honestly bought this thing just for me because I wanted one. I saw the posting, the development of this thing from a long time ago. It started originally as a single shot pistol blaster. I am very, very thankful to SWIN for making this happen, helping me getting my hand on this red one. For this chronograph test, I am going to use Ghost Dart, which shoot a little softer than Worker, but it's going to give us a very good idea. Then I'm going to use some Thunderstruck Bamboo Dart, which are pretty much the same as Dart Zone Bamboo Dart. And we're going to finish with a couple Dragon Dart, just to see if this thing can cross the 200 FPS. Let's start with the Ghost Dart. I don't expect really much above 140 with those. Let's try. Well, that was good. 148 average, 140 minimum, 159 maximum. So this thing have potential. That's great. It's right where it was advertised. Let's go try with the Thunderstruck Bamboo now. Oh, that's an increase. Oh, might be a fluke. Those are used dart. Yeah. Oh, duplicate and another one. Yeah, that's right around where it give it. Except for that fluke of 136, we still have a 168 average, would have been slightly higher, more in this 170. With Bamboo Dart, that is a very, very good point. Let's try some Dragon Dart. I hope we can cross the 200 FPS. Okay, Dragon Dart. Can it cross 200? Yes, it can. Can it repeat it? Okay. Okay, that thing is awesome. Oh, going down. Why? Nope. Hee. The whole 7 dart magazine above 200, a 204 average with Dragon Dart. That thing is great. everything is just exquisite. It's fine. It's refined on this blaster. The line are super smooth. The finish is awesome. The color, it is a red that I've never seen anywhere. Even the swin barrel are a hint lighter than this. This is pretty awesome. Apparently this was a limited run. There is a limited edition 100 marking on it. I don't know how limited, but I would take it with a grain of salt because swin blaster are not really mass-produced blaster. Meaning this thing, there will not be that much made. And outside of Asia, I don't even know if there is more than this red swin. This is pretty crazy. I'm pretty sure I have the only red swin alien in Canada at this point. At this point. This blaster is... It feels like a delicate thing, but it's built like a tank. This thing is as performant, as it is solid, as it is refined. This is... Wow, this, as simple as it gets, everything is there for a reason. This feels, my God, this blaster just feels perfect. And then I already hear the argument because I already got it in my comment. Yeah, but this is like a pay-to-win blaster. I don't see a pay-to-win blaster here. I mean, this blaster will not aim for me. It will not hide for me on the field. It will not dodge the dart on the field. This blaster will not prime itself, nor that it will fire by itself. And over that, I don't think this blaster, as good as it is, as incredible as it is, will self-maintain itself. That is not possible. So the pay-to-win argument for a blaster like that doesn't hold really much. I don't really believe in the pay-to-win argument. I mean, a regular blaster like the Dart Zone Pro MK 2.1 would be maybe a Ford Mustang, and this thing would be a Ferrari. That's as far apart as they are, even if they are the exact same thing. But as I mentioned before, this is a simple, efficient, elegant, and exquisite blaster. This is a thing of beauty. I mean, first, I can't remove my eyes from it, and secondly, I'm almost scared of plinking with it. I can't even imagine what it's going to be on the field, but I can't wait to try this thing on the field. This is too good of a blaster. A very simple, basic blaster, but a very, very good one. This blaster is just incredible. I know there is the high price tag on this blaster, but having it in my hand, I can really justify the price. This is, I know where my money went having this blaster here. This is a true marvel, a true masterpiece. Rifling SWIN, you really, really nailed it for me with this blaster. Well, I think that's it for this small video because I could go on and on and on forever. I guarantee you, you will see this thing again in the future. In the meantime, you can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram at @ThatLittleNerveGuy. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit that bell to notify for my latest video. This was Dave Fatag. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.